So excited to be out here this morning talking to you guys. Honestly, it is like the highlight of my week is when I get to come out here and talk to y'all. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. If you have not subscribed yet, please be sure to subscribe and also click the little notifications on your phone so that you don't miss any videos that we do. But anyway, just wanted to come out this morning and start. First of all, if you saw the video yesterday, the teacher loved her basket, so I was super excited about that. She just, especially on a Monday after you've, had, I think there's 25 kids in my daughter's class, and so anyway, was just really glad that I could do that and be a blessing to her. And I woke up this morning and I am just super tired. Yesterday, of course, after school, my daughter had horseback riding. And then we went to a football game, a little middle school football game, because one of my twins, one of their friends, was playing, and it was the last home game, and just wanted to go and support them. And so we had a really good time, but we didn't get home until like 8:30, which I know isn't super late, but I don't know, there's just something about not coming home at the normal time that just exhausts me the next day. So I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh, I've got so much to do to get ready for this party on Saturday. And I thought, what can I do today because I'm so tired? And I thought, let's stay outside. So I went and fed the calves, got the kids to school, went and fed the calves down at the barn this morning. And I think I'm going to spend the rest of the time today going around the outside of the house and washing the windows. I'll show you in a little bit, my mums are dead on the front. So I just not blessed in that way of being able to take care of plants very well. And so I guess I need to put a reminder on my phone to water them. But we had a lot of rain when the hurricanes came through. And so I think that kind of did some damage, and then I just forgot to water after that. So anyway, it is what it is. We're just going to move on. But I do want to remove those and put up something different, and just so that it looks, nice when everybody comes, and it makes me feel good too when I go outside and I come back in. So I just thought I would take you guys along and try to get some things done outside just around the house, because that won't have to be done again. And anything I do in the house more than likely will have to be done again before Saturday. So I thought, let me do that today, and that'll get that out of the way. And then I think tomorrow I might get all my groceries for Saturday, have that part out of the way, and just sort of work my way in like that to things so that I don't have to repeat things. So I don't want to clean the bathrooms today and then have to clean the bathrooms again on Friday. So anyway, just thought I would get that done today, and did want to ask you guys a question. So we have hardwood floors in our home, and they're real hardwood floors, and so I'm always kind of leery about what to clean them with. And we have, square footage wise, it's a larger home because there's a lot of us that live here. But so, small mop heads are kind of a pain, but I think sometimes I use that as an excuse too, just not to mop because I don't like it. But if you have hardwood floors, the real hardwoods, not like the laminate, what do you use to clean your floors? That's what I would like to know. What kind of mop do you use? What type of solution, if any, do you use? Or do you just use water? Tell me, please, if you have hardwood floors, what you use. I would love to know. So anyway, but I do need to do all of that, but I thought, okay, let's just get the outside done today. So I thought I'd take you guys with me and just see what we can get done. And if it's beautiful where you are, maybe you have some things that you need to do outside. Winter is fast approaching, so we can sort of use this as like a little winterization for outside as well, clean up real good before winter hits. It's just something that for me is not always a priority. And so when I'm getting ready to have someone come over, or even if I'm not, every now and then I will actually try to walk around my house like I don't live here and look at things. And honestly, lots of times I'm extremely embarrassed by what I see, because it's just, oh, here comes Johnny. He wants to say hi. Can you say hello? But anyway, it's, it's sort of like going nose blind, except I think we go sight blind sometimes at home. And it's like, then other people come and you're like, oh, wonder if they're noticing that. But anyway, and the people that are coming this weekend, they're very sweet. It's not them, it's just me. I just get paranoid, I guess. But anyway, so we're going to get some things done outside today, and be sure to stay until the end, because we do have another asked and answered session with some questions that have been submitted. So anyway, want to get to those, and I hope you guys are just having a great start to your week. It really did my heart good yesterday with the basket for the teacher, and then I went by the Dollar Tree this morning because I needed more like glass cleaner and paper towels, and I was right there. It's a Dollar Tree like right where I park for my kids' school, and so it was just so much easier just to run in there and not have to worry about it. And so while I was in there, I got some little bags, cute little felt bags, and I got some candy, and I got some funny little socks, and I'm gonna put together like a little bag for my daughter who is at college, and also for her roommate, and just run those by to them on Thursday. And so I have an extra key to my daughter's car, so I don't even have to like worry about timing it right. Like if she's busy, I just put the stuff in her car, and then I just take off wherever I need to go. So anyway, but I thought they would enjoy that. I typically do that. So we celebrate Halloween. I know a lot of people don't. We don't celebrate it in the fact that like, we're Christians. It's not like, we're into evil and all of that. But just, growing up, I always went trick-or-treating. My husband did, and it was all about the costumes and the candy, and we just had a good time. And so anyway, our kids have always done that, and they carve pumpkins. They did that this weekend. So I'll show you those when I put them out front today. But since COVID, or I guess starting the year that we had COVID, we switched things up a little bit, and I wanted to share it with you because it's something that we really enjoy doing. And so if you're looking for a change, or maybe you have a child that's not feeling well and you don't want to go out trick-or-treating, this might be an option for you. So we actually stay home on Halloween, and where we live, and I'll show you when we go outside. So what you see behind me, that's pretty much all the way around. And so we don't get trick-or-treaters up here. We live up on top of a hill. And so anyway, we don't have to worry about that. So instead of going out trick-or-treating, we stay at home, and I decorate everything up, and we have like fun foods that we fix that night, and we fix the same ones every year because it's tradition, and that makes the kids feel good. And so we fix mummies. So we'll take hot dogs and like take crescent rolls and cut them in strips and wrap them around the hot dogs and do like ketchup or mustard eyes or whatever and bake them. We'll do pizzas like in the shapes of ghosts. We just have all kinds of things like that, and just stay home. We have the food, and then we'll watch a Halloween movie. So it's not spooky. We never do anything scary because I don't like scary things. And so anyway, I think this year we're going to watch, and it's not like we haven't seen it before, but we're going to watch it again, The Ghost and Mr. Chicken. I absolutely love that movie. And so anyway, we're going to watch that, I think. And then, so my daughter, the youngest one, is the only one that's still like of trick-or-treating age. And so and even before this, the others, we still get costumes. Just like we're going to a fantastic Halloween party. I don't want to deprive them. That's not what I'm trying to do. It's not about like saving money or anything like that. It just started with COVID because we didn't want them, at that time you didn't want them interacting with a lot of people. They were home from school and all that. And so anyway, it kind of started from there, but we do costumes so that the youngest one will dress up, and then everybody else in the house will go stand at a bedroom door or a bathroom door or whatever, and the child has to go around the house and has to knock on each door to trick or treat, and each person has a bag or a bowl of candy and gives the kids some, and then I buy lots of candy, and so we always have candy left where we just put it in the den, and while we're watching the movie everybody munches. But it is so much fun. And the older ones, they'll like try to scare them and stuff when they come to the door. You know, like my oldest son, he'll cut the light off when he opens like the door that he's in the room, and he'll hide, and then she has to find him. Or last year, my husband was just trying to scare her just a little bit, not like, you know, meaning to really scare her. And she ended up dropping her whole bag of candy. And so anyway, he felt bad about that. But we have a really, really good time. And it's just a nice family evening. And we've just begun to enjoy that more than the rush of going out and stuff. So anyway, just wanted to give you another option. If you needed to stay in for some reason, you can still make it fun. It's, you know, it's just about being together and celebrating a special night. So anyway, I think that's all I have for you this morning. I think I've just chatted away, but we'll chat more as we go around the outside of the house and just trying to get some things done and knocking down cobwebs. And I don't know about you, I am overloaded with stink bugs and ladybugs. And so anyway, I hate those things. I know you're not supposed to hate like God's creatures, but you know, it's like, they're just awful. They smell so bad. And so anyway, knock some of those down, and like I said, get the front kind of spruced back up where it's kind of falling apart from things dying. And anyway, we'll just have a great day and get that done. And so I'm just going to take you along. So let's get going. Okay, guys, so we're outside. So I'm just going to show you real quick, kind of outside. Where we live, we cannot see any other houses, which I absolutely love. So, let's see, let me turn it around. So this is the front, and as you can see, it's just trees, 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 and corn. But anyway, and then in the back, of course, you've seen the view, but it's completely surrounded. And so anyway, we're up on a hill. You don't get here by accident. And so anyway, but we're going to head out here. I've got my clippers. So we're going to head out and go out to the corn. And this is not corn that we planted to eat. We had a garden. We planted some to eat, but we actually planted a lot. My husband did, hoping that the deer and stuff would enjoy it. And so anyway, but he did give me permission to cut down some of it because I want to use it in decorations. So we're going to go out and get that cut down and see if we can take it to the house. I have never done this before. I see everyone with corn stalks and I absolutely love it, but I've never actually done it myself. So this will be a first time. So if it's a fail, I do apologize. But anyway, you'll get a good laugh out of it if nothing else. So that should brighten your day. I don't even know if you're supposed to pick like certain ones. I feel like I need to yell timber every time. How many of these things are you supposed to use? I have no idea. Like, to me, that looks like a lot, but when you bundle them up, this only may be like half of what I need. So let's get these to the porch, see if we can get them put up and see if we need any more. And hopefully Johnny won't drag them off in the process. Okay guys, sometimes my plans don't work out the way I want them to, so I just kind of wanted to give you my thoughts before I start in case the battery dies, the camera overheats, whatever. So here I've got to get the dead mums gone, and anyway, then I'm going to try to put the corn stalks on each side and maybe bring the kids' pumpkins out that they've carved. And I need to pull up the weeds that have grown there. And then over here, I think I'm going to, I have this metal tractor that was my kids'. Like, it's old. It was my husband's, and his dad had it repainted. And so anyway, I think I'm gonna put that out here, and we have a skeleton inside that I haven't used yet that's like my height. And so anyway, I think I'm going to put him on that. Sometimes I do that. And so I thought that would be cute. And because all the mums right here have to go. And so that's my plan. And then to go around and like wash the outsides of the windows, sweep and that kind of thing. And then also over here, which is really going to show you my really disgusting stuff here, we had the pumpkins and some of them rotted sitting on the porch, and so it's just gross. And so anyway, I am going to scrub that and get that all off so it looks nice. So anyway, if something were to happen and you know I don't get it all on film, kind of wanted you to know what it looked like to start with, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. So also got some stuff over here I just gotta pick up and put away. So anyway, we're gonna get started, and you guys get started with your stuff, whether it's inside, outside, or whatever, and we will get going on this, and we'll feel so much better. It's not gonna be perfect. I'm not looking for perfect. I'm just looking for not dead mums. So, you know, just one thing better. That's all we're doing. One thing better here today. So we'll see what it looks like when we finish. All right, we're gonna start with the mums. Hey, Johnny. I bought these little trays at Lowe's, so I want to be sure to save those for my mums for next year. So I'll be honest, if I had my choice, I would probably buy artificial mums because I'm so bad at keeping them alive. And they cost, you know, these new ones, or the real ones, they cost a lot each year. But I cannot bring myself to buy the artificial ones because they cost so much. But I don't know, maybe if I just bought one a year or something. But anyway, let me know, do you have artificial mums or do you use real ones? If you use the artificial ones, where do you get them, and are you really pleased with them? So anyway, I don't know, something I toy with every year. No, Johnny. Do you want to come in? Don't want to bore you like with all the cleaning, but I had, let's see, I'm cleaning up this side, but you can see just, you know, it's just dirty, and just from being outside and, you know, the weather and all that. So anyway, I got on a chair and cleaned the window up there, but just trying to get some of this clean. And I know a lot of it'll be covered up, but, and you know, if I go to somebody's house, sorry, the sun was in my eyes, I'm not looking at everything, but it would just make me feel better if I knew it was a little cleaner. So anyway, just trying to wipe off some of this woodwork, and it's not like I'm gonna go all the way around the house doing this, but I thought, you know, your entryway, it's important. You know, you want it to represent you and your family, and you know, I just failed on this a lot as far as keeping it as nice as I should. And I always admire other people's when it, you know, all decorated and swept and stuff. And I guess it's just something I just don't make a priority. So anyway, hopefully we'll make it a priority today. So we're gonna just try to get it wiped down a little bit. And I bought a scrub brush that's not working too hot, so we're gonna use this rag. But anyway, it will be better than it was, so that's what we're aiming for. tell you, I bought some glass cleaner and got it at the Dollar Tree, and it's like a spray, scrub-free glass cleaner. Sort of like that spray way, I guess. But anyway, $1.25. It works great. Like, I am so pleased with it. It's not streaky or anything like that. So anyway, just thought I'd pass that along. Oof, bee. I think I have made the bee mad. I've got a pretty ribbon too, but we'll try to get them standing first. So let's. All right. Okay, I got this ribbon at the Dollar Tree. You know, it's cheap, but you don't get much on a roll, unfortunately. So we'll try to cut it in two and use half on each side. All right. All right. All right, well, that side I think is looking fairly good. So now we'll see what we can do on the other side. So it happened just as I thought it would. We camera overheated, and so anyway, but let me show you what I ended up doing and how it turned out. And then there's some things that I have not done yet, but I'm just gonna have the kids do, because that way they're taking part in the whole process. So anyway, this is how the front turned out, the front porch. I absolutely love the corn stalks. Never done them before, but that will definitely be something that I do again. I really like that. So still need to weed the things, and so anyway, I'm gonna get the kids to pull those out this evening when they get home. But I did clean the windows and even washed like the trim and stuff, so that turned out better. And then here, oh, he's losing his hat. Hold on. This is Gimme. Gimmy's been with us for a few years, and the twins named him. I don't know where the name Gimme came from, but anyway, this was the little tractor I was telling you about, and it's metal. It's really cute. And so anyway, I thought since we farm, it'd be really cute to have Gimme out here on his tractor, and got a pumpkin, and he's wearing his farm hat. And then just real quick, the kids did their pumpkins. So one went with a bunch of geometric shapes. This one is supposed to be like some sort of a thing from Godzilla. I'm not familiar with that, so I'm not sure. And then my daughter did too. She did Jack Skellington at the top from A Nightmare Before Christmas. And then this is Zero the dog. So she just cut out parts and drew on the rest. And then my middle daughter didn't want to carve one this year, and that was fine. You know, as they get older, they don't like to. And then the two at college, when they came home this weekend, they're like, nah, we're good. So anyway, but that's how it turned out. So I feel a lot better about the entrance for this weekend, and just everything's clean. And I even scrubbed up the pumpkin stuff where the one had rotted. So glad to have that done. That needed to be done anyway. Don't you always find that's the case? Somebody's coming over and you feel like, oh, I've got all this work to do. It's all stuff that needed to be done. It's just we don't do it because it's not fun, and we run out of time. But anyway, gonna have the kids finish this up, and they will take care of the back porch as well. I just, you know, as the mom, certain areas you just want to do yourself. So anyway, so now it's time for Asked and Answered. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, so thank you if you have stayed until the end of the video for our session on Asked and Answered. We had a question, actually two questions from the same viewer. And one had to do with, she had watched the video where my son, I was decorating the front porch, and my son had came out, and she said, it looked like his head almost touched the top. And she said, you know, how tall is your family? So I am 5'7", and I am the second shortest in my family. The only one left in my family who is shorter than me is my youngest daughter, who is 10, and she is 5'1" at 10 years old. So from there, we have my twin boys, who will be 14 in January, and they are 6'2". And wear a size 14 shoe. So you can imagine finding clothes and shoes for them is quite interesting. I have a 16-year-old daughter who is 6 foot. I have another son who he's 19. Sorry, you know, when you have 6, you have to stop and think for a minute. He is 19, and he is about 6'8" and a half. And then my oldest daughter is almost 22, and she is 5'11" and 3/4. She wants to make sure we get the 3/4 in there, because she was very sensitive over the fact that her younger sister outgrew her. So anyway, I think that's all the kids. But in case you're wondering where they get their height, my husband is 6'7", so that's where they get their height. And their uncles are very tall, my husband's brothers, and so anyway, it's yeah, it can be very interesting. So finding clothes and shoes for the boys. The girls, it's not quite as much of a problem, but still, you know, especially the dresses with the girls, I guess would be the biggest thing, because they can look normal on me, but then, they're 4 inches above their knee or whatever. So anyway, but the other question that same viewer had was about the cookbook that I was using when I was making the banana bread, and if I have any particular ones that I really like. And I will tell you, I used to have tons and tons of cookbooks, and I never used them. And so it finally got to the point I just weeded them all out, except for a very few. And the one I was using that day was actually a church cookbook from my mother-in-law's church. And I have found that those are my favorite cookbooks, the ones that come from churches where the different members or the different members of the community have submitted recipes. And that typically those are recipes that you're probably going to have the ingredients in your house, so it's not something you've never heard of. And they're also just really good recipes, just tried and true. And so anyway, those are my favorite. And I even have, actually, let me run and get it. Hold on, I'll be right back. So I'm back. If you ask me what my favorite cookbook was, and this is not necessarily because I pull this one out to use all the time, I actually only use it a couple times a year, but it's this one. Look, you can see, it's like been taped and stuff. This cookbook was my grandmother's cookbook, and I actually have recipes in here that are from both of my grandmothers, my maternal and my paternal grandmother. And anyway, it's just really neat for me to be able to have these. It's a really old cookbook. I was looking to see, I don't even think it doesn't even have like a date that it was published. But anyway, it was when we were going through some of my grandmother's things, and we found it, and I was so excited, to have this, and it just means so much. And so it has one recipe in here, we call it peanut butter candy. Some of you guys may call it potato candy or something like that. But anyway, I don't use potatoes in mine, but we make it every Christmas, and I'll do a video on it showing you how we make it. And it's not Christmas until we've made the peanut butter candy, and that's, we have to have that. But that recipe is in this book. And so anyway, but thank you so much for the questions, and I hope you guys will keep the questions coming. I love those, and it just kind of gives me a little bit of an opportunity to tell you a little bit more about myself. So I'm sorry for the crunching. Johnny has found apparently that the children did not put up all the tools from the pumpkin carving, and so he's found one of those. So I think I'm gonna run now and go get that from him. But anyway, thanks again for watching, and I hope you guys have a great week, and until next time, talk to you later.